Today is Monday, February 2nd, 2026, and according to the internet, it is National Tater Tot Day, which seems like a celebration of something invented by accident and then really never questioned ever again. Welcome to This Day in History from, wait, that's random. I'm your host, C.L. Burns. On this day in 1887, Groundhog Day was observed for the first time. It was weather prediction based on a groundhog. If you've never seen the movie Groundhog Day, you should go watch that right now. Like right now. I'll wait. You just pause it here and then come back because everyone should watch that movie. Anyway, there was no science involved, but it was widely trusted. The ritual became tradition. It was prediction as comfort, not as accuracy. Everybody knows that there's no way that this groundhog tells the future of how long winter is going to last, but everybody still participates. Familiarity beats reliability. We do this with lots of systems. The groundhog probably is almost as accurate as most of the weather channels out there. But either way, it's still fun though. But when we talk about trying to lock down reliability, on this day in 1755, the first modern English dictionary was published. Samuel Johnson published his dictionary. It was an attempt to lock down a living language. But language constantly changes anyway, regardless of what words or how the dictionary describes the words. It was an attempt to assign authority to definitions. Words were treated like fixed objects. But they evolve. They change over time. Definitions of the words just seem to morph into something else. And it was control, trying to apply control to something fluid. It's still referenced centuries later. It was order imposed on chaos. Which takes us to the last thing I want to talk about today. In 1997, the first DVD players were sold to consumers. It was a huge leap forward in quality at the time. It was seen as a permanent upgrade. We never needed to move past that ever again. And physical media felt secure. You owned it. You had something in your hands that you could watch. Because ownership mattered. But just as the DVD replaced the VHS tape, Blu-ray replaced DVDs eventually, and now we've got everything that's streaming. It's hard to find DVDs anymore. You have to order them on Amazon because places don't sell them like they used to. And it did finally disappear quietly. This cycle will keep repeating. So some of the loose threads that kind of tie all this together is comfort in prediction, authority versus reality. There are things that feel like they should be permanent, but they aren't. Participation matters more than accuracy. And when we look back, we trust systems because they're familiar, not because they're correct. That's usually enough. Anyways, that's all I've got for today. Stop back tomorrow, and we'll see where the road takes us. If you want to know more about me or the work I do, you can find everything at waitthat'srandom.com. I'm C.L. Burns, and I appreciate you stopping by.